That's terrible English.
I know I be on some bull. No, I be driving you crazy, but I know you love how I whip it. You could only stay mad for a minute, so come here and give me some kisses. You know I'm very delicious.
Alright, so today I want to but test out 3 products that I kind of found in my drawer after my last Get Ready With Me. And if you guys see the vlogs, you know I wanted to try these on camera for you guys. So we are going to start strong with our primer because our brows are already done, filled in, carved out, all that good stuff. So we're going to use this from Freck. This is the Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. Now this is kind of like skincare, or it is actually skincare, but you can use it as a primer, so that's what we're going to do today. It says that it is supposed to melt into the skin, transforming from a lightweight cream to an oil texture that hydrates, nourishes, and rejuvenates. It's also supposed to improve the appearance of skin and perfect for priming it for makeup application. That was a mouthful. So we're going to go ahead and use this, and oh, there we go. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to do that. It said 1 to 2 pumps. I'm pretty sure I read that. And let's just apply it to the skin. Doesn't really have a smell for real. Feels really, really nice. Very hydrating, obviously. I can see why it says only use a pump or 2. I think we did 1 pump because we were trying to get the product out, but I would definitely not use more than this, but it feels really, really nice on the skin. I kind of like the way this feels. Just in general, I would probably use this for skincare even if I wasn't putting on makeup, but really smooth application for sure. I'm trying to see, does it? I don't know if it has a scent for real or if I'm just smelling the room spray I sprayed. But really nice on the skin. Wow. Okay, so now that we have that, I don't want to necessarily use foundation today. I thought about it, but I really don't. I want to do more like a concealer makeup look. So I'm going to go in with the Haus Labs concealer and just start placing this where I normally would. I am noticing that the applicator is just like gliding onto my skin a little bit more smoothly than it would if I didn't use that primer. This is the Huda Beauty concealer brush to just like tap this into the skin. I really like that primer though, for real. Just the more I sit here and think about like how it felt putting it on the skin and just how glowy and just alive my skin looks. Yeah, I really do like it. So we're gonna go into cream contour next. Everything in me wanted to use the Nars Radiant Concealer, but let's just switch things up and use this Nars actual bronzer. This is the bronzing cream in Laguna 2. And I'm gonna take my Refy brush. I cleaned it today just so I could use it because I really, really, really have been loving this brush. And I'm just gonna tap this on the cheekbones. I really liked the concealer from Nars just because it's a darker shade of brown. This one pulls a little bit more warm, which makes sense because it is a bronzer. And the concealer shade is more of like a contour, and I've been liking more of a contour with the cream and just bronzing with like a powder, specifically the Haus Labs bronzer, which we will use today because I'm obsessed. There's just a certain select number of products that I'm just like really obsessed with and I can't put down for whatever reason. So just tapping this in lightly. I might go in with that other one. I don't know. Should we? No, we're just gonna leave it here. So I'm gonna go in with like the smallest amount of this for my nose contour and underneath my lip because I do feel I need something a little more deeper in tone to kind of carve those areas out. And I'm actually using this Makeupbymario brush to contour the nose. It just like fits perfectly in here. Gives more of like a shadow, which is what we want. Because this will be my first time using this Afterglow liquid blush, I am using Behave. I'm gonna put it on before I apply any powders on my face, just because I'm not really sure how it's gonna work with powders, and I do need to step out the house today. So I'm gonna just, I guess, dot it on the cheeks. I'm gonna do 3. I'm assuming this is not gonna be as pigmented as the Rare Beauty, because I would not be doing this with Rare Beauty, but I'm interested in seeing how this works. So I'm just gonna do that and then start tapping it in. It gives like a nice, beautiful, glowy blush look, I feel. It's definitely more natural than other cream products, or cream blushes really, but a lot more natural and easy to blend in. Really pretty though. I do like that. Now the question is, when I set my face, am I going to be able to still see the blush? Okay, let's set. So to set, I am going to use Huda, since it is a pink powder. I'm going to focus this like in the T-zone. I can still see the blush. Let's go ahead and set the face. I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish because it gives me a little bit of coverage and at the same time sets whatever we need to set, which would ultimately be the bronzer, even though we're still going to apply powder bronzer. I'm just going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. Some of this on the lids, even though I don't have any concealer for real, but I don't want my lids to not be matte, if you will. So we'll do a little bit of that, and then you could totally skip bronzer. I am going to apply some. I'm just going to use my Haus Labs bronzer, just because I feel like I definitely need it. And I'm going to go right up here above my cheekbones, and I'm going to kind of bring it in towards my eyes right here, just to give it a more diffused kind of look and work my way around. This is like really easy, simple, but it just looks really good. Alright, so now that we have that, we have the bronzer, let's go ahead and, we have our blush. I don't think we really have much to do. I want to apply some of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in medium under the eyes, just to set it a little more. It really helps to give that longevity of the product, in my opinion. And it brightens this area as well, just slightly. Then I will take the smallest amount and tap here just to kind of help diffuse any bronzer that may look too harsh, so that everything looks a little more seamless. We're going to spray our face with this because this really helps to just like melt everything into the skin, but gives you that nice glow from within finish, and it looks good and it lasts. But be careful, don't use too much. So think that's good. And then I'm going to use the opposite side of the puff just to press it into the skin. I'm debating if I want to use bronzer in the crease. I think I do. I'm going to use this one though. This is the MAC Matte Deep Golden Skin Finish. This is their Sunstruck Matte Bronzer, which I'm also obsessed with, but I've been kind of overly obsessed with the Haus Labs. But we're just going to apply a little bit of this on the outer part of the eye. We're not, you know, doing anything too special. Kind of carrying it out here like this and just kind of apply that there. Just for a little something on the eyes, but not too intense, but also so our eyes aren't like so plain, I guess. Give it a little something. And I'm gonna also run it down here as well, because I never do to the, I never not put, that's terrible English. I always make sure that I put whatever shades, shadows on the bottom that I do at the top, or at least one if I'm using multiple, just because I feel like it gives it a more, I don't know, complete and finished look. And then to finish things off, I'm going to use this birthday gift that I got. It is the Ilia multi-stick and mascara, but obviously I'm not going to use the multi-stick. Or maybe we could use the multi-stick on the lips. I don't know. That's a little dark. But we will use the mascara on the lower lash line. I don't know if that's like a fair assessment of a mascara, but I don't too much wear just mascara on its own. I have to say I like the wand on this mascara. I'll show you guys in just a second. Alright you guys, we are finished for today. I feel like this was the shortest get ready with me that I've ever done, and I'm not mad about it. And honestly, I am done before 12 o'clock, and that is a major surprise. But nonetheless, we are finished. I loved everything. Well, the 3 things that we did try today. The Ilia, this is the Limitless Lash Mascara, if I did not say. I actually really like this, and I love it for the bottom lashes, which is what I would use it for personally. So I feel like it gave my lashes length. It's, you know, coated every single lash, and it just worked really well. So love that. The Nars liquid blush is just one of those blushes. Well, this one specifically, the Afterglow liquid blush, I would say is more so for the no makeup girlies, or the girls who want to wear blush but don't want it to be super intense. This is for you. I love it personally for a no makeup kind of day, or the day on days where I want blush but just like I want it to be toned down a little bit. This is the blush to reach for, and this is in Behave once again. So really love that, 10 out of 10. And then the Freck Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. I absolutely love this. I like the way that my makeup sits on top of it. You know, your makeup only looks as good as the skin underneath. And considering this is skincare, I want to most definitely use it in like an actual skincare routine. But using it under your makeup as a primer is okay in my book, if you ask me. So I will be playing with that a little bit more, but I enjoyed everything. Of course, let me know your thoughts down below. I will have the new products as well as every other product I put on my face today in the description down below for you guys, so don't you worry. I don't have anything else to say other than I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope to see each and every one of you in the next video or vlog, whichever one comes first, girl.